day, everyone. Good to see you. It's good to be here and talk with you. I appreciate you tuning into this channel. Really love you guys. Have some fantastic results here. I want to thank all of you. You're all so great here. If I don't get to mention your names, forgive me. I'm just so busy here and it's really focused on your questions and stuff. But a good cyber hugs and kisses to every single one of you guys. You're just a great team. We make a great team. Dimitri's been here from Switzerland, and we've just been having a lot of insights and helpful to you, I hope. And and you're starting to really merge and guess with that, And so really, you guys are really sharp, and that just makes me really happy to see that we're making a big difference. I can see already in the world. So I've got a whole bunch of stuff here to go over with you. Remember the MS lady on the YouTube yesterday? 61 squats. I think that's pretty darn good, don't you? From being wheelchair bound to 61 squats. Not bad at all. Now, I hope I'm not being, there's some questions here, excuse me, I'm at the end of this, but I'm still battling it. This is Absent Harmony. Beautiful picture. I love this. Love the yoga. Love the auric field. Just love your icon there. This is about a gentleman that has some issues with some bumps and stuff and swellings on the male areas. And so again, anytime you see swellings on the skin, bumps, pimples, even lipid deposits, fatty tumors, anything like that in any location. A lot of guys have their testicles are swelling on one side or another, but there's a lot of testicular cancers out there. Remember, all the swellings, all the bumps, all the abnormal skin problems, all the tumors, all the cysts, this is all lymphatics. And of course, where you find the lymphatics, there's your kidneys, and of course, there's the adrenal glands. So by all means, perk up those adrenals, get into those kidneys, get that sediment going in that urine, clean up the GI tract, and bro, you want to take care of this and handle this now. You don't want to go on with this. Get deeper into your detoxification. I notice you're picking up raw foods and stuff like this. Good for you. Keep going, my friend. This is not a bacterial problem whatsoever. That's a medical doctor consciousness, not even slightest. Do you have bacteria involved in lymph or sewage? Absolutely. But you really, this is a much more serious problem than bacteria. This is acid lymphs. And this is why the little pain in those areas and stuff that one has, and you want to get away from those, especially the pain in the testicles, men. That's not good. That only leads to testicular cancer, and then so you don't want to do that. So definitely get your lymph moving. Real important to do that. Clean up the bowels too. Really important to do that for yourself. And then we'll see. Send me a picture of your eyes if you want to, my friend. And thanks a lot for your inquiry. Again, you're going to have to tackle detox until all those little bumps and stuff come off of where they are. All right. Now, this is Fruit Fairy. Man, you aced your test. Just wanted to let you know you did very well on your test. Here's another individual, Alex. You all are acing your tests. Once in a while we get someone you could tell didn't watch the videos and stuff because they don't ace their test. But for the most part, you guys have just aced your test. Here's Heaven and Earth. Let me see here. Grace and peace to you, my friend. Let me see here. I am a minister. I am fasting for spiritual reasons. Superb. I am currently on my 26th day of a 40-day fast. Hand it to that guy. Right on, man. Very, very, very spiritual minister here. Good deal. Overall, it's going smoothly, but some issues have come up. First, let me begin with where I left off last fast. In the spring of 11, I completed a 21-day water fast with no problems until 2 days after the fast, when my legs became so swollen with fluid that it could not get into my shoes after losing a shoe size from the fast. In addition, I developed a slight numb and tingling sensation in my toes. Well, again, what would be going on here? Even in a fast, doesn't always correct adrenal weaknesses and kidneys. And this is why I've been talking a lot about fruit fasting as opposed to water fasting initially. I think it's important that we get the body into a little more into a state of health before we get into water fasting. I never ask people to water fast until I'm sure their lymph is moving well, their kidneys are filtering well. And I think this is a good sign of this, because in fasting, the body does start pushing lymph out. The problem here, to me, is obvious, and that is your kidneys couldn't tolerate what your fasting did to your lymph system, and then your legs swell up. That's kidney failure. So you know that's not a good filtration through the kidneys, and of course that's going to swell the spine, and then the nerves down the legs, toes, that's all up for grabs. So this is what I see in that for you, my friend. Swelling went away. Think about some compression thoughts, but tingling and numbness have never completely left. Yeah, you've got to fix your lower back. If you look and see if you need an adjustment or something, of course. But again, go after those kidneys, and then you can fix the lower back. All this edema will come out, the numbness, the neuropathies, or anything that's developing from either the high acidosis that's still in these tissues, because just using compression socks, trying to get that lymph back up to those kidneys does not make the kidneys filter it. So this is part of the problem I see in you, is getting those adrenals and kidneys up and filtering your lymph system. That'll clean up the lower extremities, and you'll be good with that. He began a 40-day master cleanse, which is the lemon juice fast. Excellent job on yourself. 6 days was sitting at my desk. My menstrual cycle was already on and left my kidneys beginning to ache. There you go. His kidneys begin to ache after the 6th day on the lemon juice fast. So right there is in your face. Kidneys, 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 and adrenals right there. I love this because you see how we're correlating always with the kidneys. The allopathic community's got to change its theories and start coming in and understanding the role of the kidneys and the adrenals to this massive lymph system here. And I think you're seeing this, my friend, in your face here with the swollen legs and stuff like this, and ankles, and then you're seeing the kidney pain. And my legs began swelling again. I spoke to one of your staff and was told it was showing signs of kidney. Absolutely. Good staff. And I ordered the kidney. Good deal. I would probably get a little more aggressive with the kidneys. I'd either do kidneys 1 and 2 or do kidneys number 1 liquid and kidneys number 1 capsules. After about a week, and I was improving, however, tingling still. Well, it's going to take you a while. If that tingling, again, maybe go to a chiropractor, check your lower spine there, make sure that you're not tweaking there. The inflammation from the kidneys, of course, swells that, and then those nerves get tweaked. So just keep moving that lymph, get those kidneys to filter there. I've had arthritis, so automatically you know that your lymph is backed up. That's all arthritis is, that's all lupus is, fibromyalgia. All these things can be lumped into one case, and that's lymphatic, and acid. And that's exactly what you're seeing here, is your body's very acidic, you're feeling it in the joints, and in a while you're going to lose your calcium in your joints and etc., and maybe even in your spine. So you can be getting compression in your spine, you get a bulging disc in your spine. So you want to go after those kidneys very aggressively and go after the lymph system as well here, my friend. I have had difficulty starting my car, holding a pin to ride, or other simple tasks. This pain is mainly in the large knuckle of the... Yeah, you got to move lymph. You're not moving lymph through those kidneys. And whichever side you're talking about, that's the worst kidney. I have lots of small cysts under the skin of my back. There you go. See, right there. And backside of my arms and underarms. Well, your lymph is really backed up. Your axillaries are backed up because the door's closed. And when the door's closed, all the lymph nodes back up. Then they start to swell. And then after they start to swell, then you start seeing swelling in interstitial areas. It's just that the backing up of the sewer system again. And this is a good case to show you guys that that's what's happening here. When has become a boil in the middle of my back? Absolutely. Well, body's trying to get it out. Whatever hole, if it doesn't make a hole, it'll make its own hole. You know, I mean, you know, when you aggressively detox and the kidneys ain't doing it, you can actually open up, your skin will actually open up and start oozing pus. Absolutely. Or form pimples and styes and things like this. Just what you're seeing going on there. Absolutely. So it's a good case to show you what happens here when you're backed up with the kidneys and on and on and on. He's feeling his kidneys. I do recognize that experiencing a healing crisis is also based on what I have learned from you and listening spiritually. I feel that cysts are a result of clogged lymph. Absolutely, right on, my friend. Got right on. Besides the lymphatic formulas, and tell all your people about this too, my friend. Will exercise help in moving lymph? Only when you're filtering. Only when you're filtering, and you got to filter. That's the key, is filtration of the lymph. Then it doesn't matter what you do in exercising because you're moving these acids out. If not, you can hurt worse. I'm telling you firsthand. I'd also appreciate any suggestions you may have for my fasting experience. My fast was intended to be spiritual, but has felt more physical this time. Well, this is a combination. Always is a combination, because you can't get away from the physical bodies being part of spirituality in the sense, not in the sense of who you are, but in the sense of your vehicle that you use to express yourself. So getting the vehicles healthy is a good thing to help you express yourself more adequately spiritually. Besides, there isn't anything that isn't God anyway, so you can't separate the spiritual from the non-spiritual, but you can separate the awakened from the sleeping. Yeah, really hit the kidney formulas and that sort of thing. Heaven and the earth. I loved his workout here. More questions. My 3- and 5-year-old sons, I think, have eczema on the lower portions of their legs. My 5-year-old had extremely large adenoids removed at age 2 because he's constantly had ear infection. They also took lots of antibiotics. Well, here we go, my friend. Much love to you, too, and thanks for this. Well, your children are a print of you, but worse. So you really know that they're having kidney and adrenals, and we've said this over and over, and the more you guys are seeing this, it's clicking, and you start to see this in everybody worldwide. And this is so, because the human body only has so many parts to it, and diets are very similar worldwide in some ways, and so we're seeing the decay of the tissues here in that respect. And your kids, you really want to work on their kidney, even at age 3 and 5, definitely start working on them, man. Really go after their kidneys. If you just do a kidney number 1, lymphatic number 1, do an endocrine gland on them, or the adrenals, they're going to find real low blood pressure probably in your kids there. So you want to work real gently with them, but a few drops depending on their weight. Excuse me. But really start working on their lymphatics, their kidneys, and their endocrine glands. If you did nothing but that, that would be very important. And these kids should be on raw foods and a lot of fruits. At 3 and 5, you want to mature the brain and nervous system of these children. And fruits and berries are the only foods that really are adequate at that. Remember, vegetables are more muscle and bone. So thanks, and take off and get this out of you. So, and remember your kids there. Kidneys, filtering the lymph. The adrenals control the kidneys, and you're right on. Lymph. Your lymph is very backed up. And look at your son. Adenoid, swollen, very lymphatic. And so also with the children, you're going to want to clean up their bowels. You're going to clean up your bowels as well, but on these kids, dealing with the upper torso and the head area, probably going to see some colon problems with these kids as well. But to be honest with you, there hasn't been too many surgeons that seen healthy colons since the 70s, so it's just part of that. Dan, oh man. Good to talk to you, my friend. Sister went into ICU. Sister took antibiotics. She was sedated in the hospital, still sedated, found fluids in the lungs. She is on BP meds, 117/75. Currently blood pressure, probably the BP meds taking her down there. Reason after they gave her the antibiotics for the UTI infections, had a terrible reaction.